Hey, morning, and welcome to the Keep Yourself Sane edition of 7-Figure Business Secrets. Morning, how are you guys doing? I wanted to share a quick story with you about a client that I think you'll resonate with. Yeah, really good guy. We were chatting actually last week, and he's basically, we've been doing a lot of work together, and he's telling me about how he's getting on, and he had a list of things that weren't quite working for him, and was asking like, could I help? And it's like, yeah, of course. We sort of went through them. They're actually tiny little things, but for some reason he got into his head that these are big, and what happens if we can't figure out this, we can't figure out that, and then anyway we figured out about 3 or 4 of them in about 10 minutes. I kid you not. And it's a few others that sort of working through, but really, actually really cool problems to have. They were problems as in I've got too many potential orders coming in. Cool, eh? But he sort of worked himself up that this is a problem, which is grand. But actually, what I wanted to share with you was, in the space of about 3 or 4 minutes, I was able to, turn him around from being sort of quite nervous and quite concerned about what's going on, to being absolutely upbeat and really happy and absolutely gung-ho, let's go for this. And it's a very simple, very simple technique and tool that you can actually use yourself, and you can use for your clients as well. I'll warn you now, it requires about 5 minutes work a day, but it's so well worth it. And it's the thing I do whenever I remember to, which is most days, which is actually start tracking down the wins. And that's, I basically track down 3 sets of wins. This is why it's so important. We as humans have, I don't know, our attention span is about this much, and you're probably the same. I forget probably 3/4 of what I did last week, this week. Life is just so busy. Why would you remember the past the whole time? And the problem is that when you're always working like that, you sort of forget just how much you've actually done, and you forget how much you've sorted out and how much you've figured out. Because usually it takes 5 or 6 different attempts and different bits of progress to finally get one result. I wish the world was, I'm gonna do that, and you straight away do it, it's successful. But it doesn't work like that. And I just have a habit of forgetting about it. And so what I did was I put in a system, which is a stop forgetting about it. And it's called, I call it the progress chart. And all it is once a day I sit down, and in my journal I've got 3 lists. And the first list is progress that I've made today. Yeah, and I'll just put the tiny little items, and it takes like about a minute. And then I put down progress that my clients have made, right? Really important. If you're dealing with customers and you're chatting to any of them during the day, keep an eye out for progress that they've made and write that down. And the last one, really important if you've got a team, is progress your teams have made. And they could be really small stuff, like just shooting 2 videos. Hey, that's progress. Or it could be massive, like actually going live at a forum site. Whatever is on your mind you're working towards, that's your progress. And the same with your clients. They're little and large, and also your teams as well. And the beauty about focusing on progress, especially with teams, is you're actually focusing on the positive. You're focusing on the stuff that you want them to do more of, yeah? So when it comes to giving feedback, that's always what's on the top of your mind. Hey, you did that very well last week or 2 weeks ago. Can you do more of that? And it's basically the best way of motivating the team. Just tell them what you love them doing, rather than tell them what they should be doing better. Yeah, 101 team management. So anyway, so back to the client. So what I was able to do with the client last week was straight away go, yeah, but you did this, all within the last 3 weeks. And of course it's facts, yeah? So he's going, yeah, actually, I did. So within the space of about 2 minutes, he went from, these small little things coming up to, well, I did all of this stuff in the last few weeks. Sure, why wouldn't I be able to sort out those 2 things in just a little tiny bit of time? And that's what it gives you. It gives you a real sense of progress and a sense of grounding. And where it becomes really powerful, so I guarantee once you start doing this, it doesn't even take 5 minutes, but I'm telling you 5 minutes, worst case scenario to do it. but do it every single day. And then at the end of the week, bonus points, you go back and you review all your progress. And what you'll find is two really interesting things. First of all, you remind yourself of stuff you completely forgot about. But the second thing that comes on is you start connecting the dots and you start realizing, oh, I did this, I did that, I did that. Oh, maybe I should be doing this as well. Or actually, next time I do them all in one chunk. And it's like a re-reminder, and you go over in your brain. You probably find your subconscious has been thinking about this anyway. And when you see it on paper, oh, it's just great. So you get a real sense of fulfillment and a sense of direction, and a proof that actually you can go and do this yourself. It's really powerful. And for absolute extra bonus points, go back once a month and just review your weekly summaries, and that just gives you a really cool refresh on basically what you're doing. And the real important thing about progress is that's what this game is all about. That's what life's about. And who was it? Was it Bill Gates said, humans, they overestimate what they can do in a week and underestimate what they can do in 10 years. And it's so true. It's so true at all. We think we're going to solve the world's problems in a day. But then when it comes to 10 years, we just don't plan. We don't make use of our time. And as a result, we don't realize just how powerful we are as individuals and how we can sort of get exactly what we want out of life. But you got to work at it. So anyways, that's the tip I've got for you today is, every day, just spend 5 minutes, 3 columns, progress that you've made, progress that your team has made, progress that your client has made. And then review it every week, and bonus points reviewed every month as well. And you'll be absolutely amazed at what happens to you. Right, don't forget, subscribe to the podcast if you haven't already done so. And what I'd love to hear from you is your comments on this episode, especially if you've noticed something. If you're starting to do this and you've noticed some benefits, I'd love to share that, because that helps other people to realize, oh yeah, this actually really does work, and they'll implement it in their lives too. So do leave a comment and a rating as well. That'd be great. Okay, talk to you later. See you guys. Bye.